cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Today is Monday, July the 24th, 2023. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. You will hear Mila in the background because I'm trying to put this little mama to sleep, but she's fighting it. So you might hear her in the background. All right, let's get into this. So, first of all, we see who do we want to go to first? We see, let's just go with Heather and Phyllis. So Heather and Phyllis are talking, and Phyllis is saying, "I think we need to put Carson in witness protection." Because first they were talking about Cricket to see if Cricket would ease up, and she said, "No, Cricket is going for a trial. She wants to push this, and But Heather tells her, "I don't think it's personal. I think she's just doing her job." And Phyllis says, "Oh, please. She's always hated me. She's always been out." I said, "Now, Phyllis, now you know you undid some things. Now you know you my girl, but come on now, mama." So then we see we go over and we see the two of them talking, and they start talking about Tucker, and that's when Phyllis is like, "You need to put him in Wyndham's protection," and Heather is just like, "What are you not telling me? I'm gonna give you one chance to tell me the truth. You know we have attorney-client privilege, so you need to tell me the truth." And so Phyllis just lets it go, and she's hold on. So Phyllis just lets it go, and she lifts the burden off of her by letting Heather know that Tucker has me under his thumb. Girl, he got my life in his hands, literally, because he's the one who found Carson before Michael's people could find him. So now he's put it where he'll make Carson disappear. And so Heather was like, "Oh my gosh." And she said, "I'm trying to get out from under it. I thought I could work it out, but he wants me to go after Diane and Jabot." And she said, and Heather said, "I don't want to know no anymore. Don't tell me anymore." And she said, "Okay." And so she said, "Okay, we're gonna look into this." Now, Tucker, um, Tucker sees this, and Billy comes up to them while they're speaking just to greet them or whatever. But Tucker sees this. He sees this out of the corner. I guess he was coming to the have a drink or something. And when he sees that, Heather says, "Let me go and try to get Carson right now. Take care of this. Put him in witness protection." So when they see that, Tucker leaves out after Heather, right? Now, speaking of Tucker, he had actually been with Abby, Devon, and Ashley earlier at Devon and Abby's place, the Chandler Shore house. He was there because they wanted to give a housewarming gift to Devon and Abby, congratulate them, and then turn around and let them know that they're pushing up their wedding. Abby at first and Devon were a bit shocked, but they said, "Okay, y'all seem happy." So Abby said, "Let us have throw the wedding here," and they're like, "Okay." She talks to Ashley, and Ashley says, "He makes me happy, and I don't want to be so hard on love that I don't let it come into my life." And I said, "All right, Ashley, I like Tucker because he makes me laugh, but I don't trust him." And she said, "I love him and I want to trust him." And I said, "Okay, girl, I'm gonna ride with you, Ashley, but I say keep your guard up." So, anyways, they agree to let them throw the Abby and Devon throw the wedding for them, and they give them their support. So then we see that Abby and Devon continue to talk because I'm gonna wrap them up, y'all. They continue to talk, and he tells her, he's been thinking, and she's like, "Okay, is there something bad?" And he was like, "No." He was thinking about they've never talked about marriage. I said, "See, ladies, that's why you don't live with a man before you doing the marriage and stuff." Because Amanda was with him how long? How long was she with him? And he ain't never did none of this with talked about none of it. Well, he might have, and I just don't know. But he cheated on Amanda, and now he wants to marry the woman. Okay. No. So let's move on. So then we go over here and we see Billy talks to Billy talks to Phyllis, and he tells Phyllis, "Can I sit down?" Because Heather is gone trying to work on Carson. And so she was like, "Yes." And so he tells her, Billy pretty much plays the middle because he was like, "I did some things. And he says, what you did, I just wanted to, he just wants to tell her about Summer and what she's grown up. She's had growth and she's a strong woman. And so he said, "You should be proud of her." And she was like, "Thank you." And then he tells her also that oh my gosh. He also talks to her about how he's rooting for her and he knows if anybody could fix this and come out on top, it's her. And so she's like, thank you for that. But then Christine comes back and she tells Phyllis, Carson is gone. Tucker done move that man. And that's what Phyllis was scared of. That if she didn't do what Tucker wanted her to do, then he would take Carson away and she would end up having to go to prison. So then we go to Jack, Diane, and Billy. Because before Billy ran into Phyllis, he was actually at the office. He was actually at the office or whatever, right? And so when he was at the office, Jack told him that Ashley, there are loopholes where Ashley can take her patents and everything from Jabot. She could use those loopholes to do it. So Billy said, listen, this is gonna be a full out war. So I'm telling you, what we need to do is have Diane step down. And hold on, y'all, let me go to another room. We need to have Diane step down so that we can calm Ashley down. And Jack is like, no, I'm not going to do it. And he said, listen, Jack, because he said, if this goes to war, it's going to be war and we're going to win. That's Jack. And Billy said, I don't know if we're going to win. He said, I've never seen Ashley this focused. Like she is laser focused and she's ready to go. So I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm telling you now. I don't know if you're gonna win this one. And he says, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And so Diane is just like, it makes sense for me to step down for the time being, but Jack won't hear it. So Billy's like, all right, I'm gonna be on your side, but this is gonna get ugly. So he leaves and Diane and Jack go home. And so when they go home and everything, they start talking about Ashley, and then they stopped talking about that because they didn't want to talk about that anymore. And then they start talking about Phyllis, and I find it like Jack and Diane are such hypocrites. Phyllis did the exact same thing Diane did, only she was gone 10 years. Diane left people being suspects for her murder. She did the exact same thing, but Jack can find forgiveness for Diane, but not Phyllis. And I'm just like, it is what it is at this point. I like if Ashley take your company and all that, I don't feel bad for you, sir, because you're such a hypocrite. But anyway, so they're talking about Phyllis and all of that, and then Ashley comes in and she sees them because they said they tired of talking about Phyllis. But Diane did say that she actually hopes Phyllis gets off just so, and she doesn't want Phyllis coming at her. Like they're already dealing with Ashley. She doesn't need another enemy coming at her. So then Ashley comes in. And she asked Jack, how was your trip to New York? He said, you know exactly how that trip was. And so she tells him, well, I mean, it is what it is. And he says, you're doing this on purpose. I can't believe you're doing this. And then he starts telling her about how it's gonna be war, and and she's doing all this because she doesn't like Diane. She's willing to hurt the family. And Diane said, no, I'm not gonna be the reason why Ashley goes after Jabot, so I'm gonna step down. So Ashley, you got what you wanted. Now will you call all of this off now, since you got what you wanted? And because if otherwise, then you're doing this for more than just because I'm a part of the family and the company. And Jack says, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, fine. Ashley, you can get the majority or whatever. And Ashley said, you really gonna give me up the company for Diane? And he said, yes. And Diane said, oh no, you're not. And then Tucker come in and he said, what's going on? And Ashley said, Jack's caving. And Diane says, no, he's not going to cave. I'm going to walk away. I don't know what's going to happen. Quiet as kept. Nikki really doesn't care. I'm talking about myself in third person. Honestly, y'all, this storyline with Phyllis, Diane, Jack, like this storyline has went on so long. Give me some Audra with Kyle, please, because I like those two together. I said I would take a vacation when it go down between Summer finding out about her husband sleeping with Audra, baby. Child, it was a mess, but I like it. And so give me Nick and Victor and Adam, see what's gonna go down, like Sharon. I want to know what's gonna go down there. I want Victoria knocked off her pedestal. So I want to see that. I'm tired of this storyline with Diane and Jack. Either let them ride off into the sunset and be happy, or I don't know, child. I don't know. But anyways, it was still a solid episode. I'm gonna give it a 7. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another day. Goodbye.